Welcome to the Biz Gone Social podcast. We help entrepreneurs navigate how to get known, get customers, and get the edge over their competition. Here is your host, Lorraine Duncan.
Welcome. So here we are with episode number 30. I can't believe we're already at episode number 30. And I'm actually really so glad to be here. And my promise to you, as always, is I just want to give you a little bit of verbal caffeine that's going to energize your social media marketing, your business, and help you stay social. After all, don't you really want to be the business that everyone's talking about? And I know that I do. And I want to continue on the subject of working from home. And I get a lot of questions all the time about how do I do it? How in the world can you work from home? I've tried it. I can't do it. This is what people say to me. And then they ask me, like, really, is it easy or do you find it hard? So what I tell everyone first is I just do it. And then I thought about it for a while and I realized that you have to have some important skills. So I have some important skills that I thought about that I have. And I'm nowhere near an expert at each of these skills, but I know how to turn them on when needed. So the very first skill set that I have is I'm able to focus. So if I have a project that I'm working on, I usually block out the time or I put it on my schedule to make sure that it's getting done. And that helps. It just keeps me focused. Is if I can stay focused on something, on some kind of task that I'm doing that's either going to help my business or it's for my business or it's for a client that I'm helping with their business, then that is what I do. And I just do it. And that is true. I just do it. In fact, I can say that over and over again to so many of you out there. And this is for me too, is that sometimes when I procrastinate doing something, I just say to myself, come on, Lori, just do it. And that's what I do. So with that being said, the next skill set I have, I feel, and I'm not an expert at this, and I struggle with this sometimes, but I do have some organizational skills. I do have a schedule every day that I go by. I keep certain paperwork organized. I make sure that I don't spend a lot of time looking for things now because I know that all my business stuff will be in my office. So, and that's really something really important. I talked about this a little bit last week where it's really important to have a designated space for your business. I wouldn't suggest working in the kitchen and then in the living room and then in the bedroom. Have a place where you're working. And I think it would really help out with those organizational skills because if you're looking for something, you'll know it will be in your office. The other skill that I have and I feel that you need is you need to be self-motivated. I am very self-motivated. However, I do have a personal business coach that I use that helps me with that motivation. And I need that. I think along with motivation, you always need some kind of accountability. And that also brings me to my next step, or my next skill set, I should say, is that I can actually work alone. Now, I'm an extrovert and I need to be around people. However, working alone is okay with me. I'm fine with it. But what I've put into my schedule is that accountability. So I do go to networking groups, okay? And I do have a coach. And I do have people in my life that I can talk to during the day if I need help. And that's the other thing is if you need help, you have to be a good communicator, which is another skill set, to be able to ask for that help and know where to go. All this to say, all these things are really important when making the decision if you are going to work from home and do you have what it takes. So I want to ask you this. Do you have what it takes? Can you dedicate a place where you can work from home, in your home? Do you have some rules set in place to eliminate some of those outside distractions? Because I talked about that last week. I have like this closed door policy in our house that if my office door is closed, and there's only one of us living now, there's my husband and I now, we're empty nesters. And the bottom line is, so I don't have the kids coming in constantly asking me questions, but I do understand that because I have 4 children, and I know that every time I was in the middle of some kind of project, I had to have a rule with them saying, hey, let me finish this and then I'll get to that. And so make sure you have communicated that. The other thing is that when it comes, back to working from home and having those skill sets and having all those things in place, are you able to stay, for instance, away from incoming chatter that comes in, such as being on your computer, for instance, and sneaking over to YouTube and watching videos or watching the news or whatever you do, listening to music videos? Think about how you're going to spend your days. And that's why I think it's really important. I have like a start time to work and then a finish time to work. And I try to stay very close to that. Last week, I talked a little bit about having that morning routine that kind of sets up your whole day. I'm not perfect at that. I struggle with that, but I've been working really hard to get that because I've noticed when I have a great morning, I have a great day at work. So I just want to encourage you to remember, just, make sure if you're working from home, if you're thinking of working at home, make sure you have some of these things in place that I spoke about today. But if you're working from home now, you need to, again, stay focused, be organized, be motivated, be okay. It's okay to be alone. And be a good communicator. Ask for help when you need to. I think that is a key that for any business owner, we all need to actually work together. You know what? A lot of people think this is a competition, but it really isn't. There's plenty of work out there for everyone. I actually collaborate with other social media people. I collaborate with people who do the same thing I do. And the bottom line is there's enough work out there for everyone. So I want to just encourage you, if you are working from home or you're thinking about working from home, just do it. It's okay. You're going to, flounder a little bit in the beginning because, you don't have to be there at a certain time. Plus you never leave your home. So with COVID and everything, I just want to say this is that a lot of people were forced to work from home and they had to kind of navigate how they were going to do that. This is just a little something. I wanted to start this in the beginning of the year to say that, most of us are working from home right now. And these are some things that you need to put into place or have. And I just really thought that I really wanted to talk about this working from home issue because just to take that whole elephant out of the room is that how in the world can you do it? Or how do you do it? And the thing is most of you who are now working from home that used to go into a 9-to-5 job are doing it fine. And some of you are doing it even better than you did it when you went into a workplace. So that being said, if I can help you in any way, you can just contact me at Lorraine@bizgonSocial.com, and I'd be glad to have a conversation with you. And speaking of time and work and working from home, I want to share one more thing that I'm really excited about is I just launched my 13 minutes a day on LinkedIn, which is now, I will put this on the bottom of all my links here. But the bottom line is that if you want to spend less time on LinkedIn and get more results in 13 minutes a day, this course that I'm offering is for you. So I just wanted to share that with you because a lot of, if you're B2B and you're working from home, LinkedIn is the place where you need to be. And so I just want to share that I'm going to put the link to that course if you're interested in doing it. Or if you have any questions, again, you can contact me at Lorraine@BizGoneSocial. So see you soon, everyone.
Thanks for listening to the Biz Gone Social podcast. Find us on Instagram @BizGoneSocial for extra tips. Check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, stay social.